Hey everybody! As we look at numbers further this week and really look at how we can represent numbers, we're going to practice representing them different ways. And often that uses different tools in class. So we use tools like 10 frames, we use manipulatives like the snap cubes or the counters to help us show them. We might be breaking them up into groups. And sometimes we might just use the numeral, the actual number broken into digits of what represents the number. And what's really important to remember is that the way we represent a number actually tells us something. So either the way I'm choosing to represent it, I'm choosing that way because I want to show someone else something, or the more we practice representing numbers in different ways, we might start noticing something new that we didn't know about the number. So I'm going to show you a few examples of what Ravi and I put together of how we can represent numbers in different ways and what we might get from that, what we might actually notice from it. In my example, I decided to represent the number 5 using the little orange cubes. The way I put them out, the way I laid them out, was I put them in 2 groups of 2 and then I had 1 left over. Now, if I was trying to explain to someone what I wanted to show, or maybe if someone was looking at it and was thinking, that's the number 5, but what's it telling me? You can really easily see the way I grouped them together, that it's 2 groups of 2 plus 1. So I wouldn't get to the number 5 by counting by 2. That's one thing that it's telling us because I have 2, then 4, and then I don't have another group of 2. But it's also telling me that the number 5 is made up of 2 plus 2 plus 1. Now let's see what Ravi did, how he showed the number 5. When I was showing my number 5, I decided to use snap cubes, and I used 4 blue and 1 white. So showing the number 5 using the snap cubes, because he used 2 different colors, that really shows us 2 things. 2 things that I can think about. You might be able to think about more. So when I look at Ravi's snap cube line, I see 4 blue and 1 white. That tells me that the number 5 is bigger than the number 4 because we have 4 blue and then there's still more. And it also tells me that if I was going to write a math sentence, I could write the math sentence 4 plus 1 equals 5. So the snap cubes are really showing me that's what I'm getting from it. You might see something different. I wanted to show you too another example with a different number. So this time I decided to use the number 12. And I didn't have any 10 frames at home, so I just drew on a piece of paper, but I decided to still use those little orange cubes. And when I'm putting them on my 10 frames, what I noticed when I was putting 12 cubes on my 10 frame is that I had to fill up a whole 10 frame, and then I still had more. I had 2 left over that I had to put on a new 10 frame. So that shows me that definitely the number 12 is bigger than the number 10 because I already filled up 1 10 frame and I still had 2 left over. That also made me think that in the number 12, I noticed the digits 1 and 2. And that 2 is what I had left over when I had already filled up 1 whole 10 frame. What I want you to do to practice is I want you to pick either one number or you can pick 2 numbers if you're having fun with it. If you're in grade 1, I want you to pick a number between 0 and 20. And if you're in grade 2, I'm going to let you pick any number you want, as big or as small as you want, to try to represent it. And I want you to show me 2 different ways that you can represent the numbers. Now you can use some of our online manipulatives. I'll put the links below to help show how you represent the numbers. Or you can use things in your house. So you can use things like the cutlery, the forks and the spoons. You could, I don't know what kind of toys you have, but you might be able to find some toys that can help you represent the numbers. You could even just draw it on a piece of paper with a pencil. So I'll let you get as creative as you want with showing me how to represent these numbers. So I want you to pick one number and I want you to represent 2 different ways and see what you notice about what those ways are showing you. Have fun.